Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sold Exclamation Point. We got some weekend sales today. A little house cleaning for the business. Last week we got a offer on the location we'd like to lease out. A little high for my taste, but not crazy. But I definitely need to control costs a little better than that. So we made a counter offer. I'm still waiting to hear back about that. Worst case scenario, if we go with that location and it's good even this week, worst case scenario is going to take 90 days for it to be ready on their part, and then another 2 weeks for me. That puts me in the dead of winter right after Christmas. That would be not the best. Not the best time to open. Not from a sales standpoint, but more from a winter in Minnesota standpoint. It just won't be as fun as the spring or the summer or the fall. However, if they can get the work done relatively quickly, which, it's not a ridiculous amount of work. Then, and I assume they'd want to start the lease as soon as possible too, so they get paid earlier. My guess is a couple weeks on my end, and maybe 2 more weeks to set the place up. So I don't know. I would really like if the lease works out. It'd be cool if I was able to open in November. But we'll see. I'll keep everybody updated. So I got in a big Chicago Bulls collection hat lot. I decided to throw them up on Instagram to see if my Instagram followers wanted first crack at them before I listed them. Had one guy want a handful of them from the Philippines. And so let's go through what he got. And he got some really cool stuff. Almost an instant Bulls collection. I think I want to show these in order because I think these are going to display really well together. I didn't really see it until they were all put together. But so he went with, so it's 7 hats, $157. We went through eBay. I wasn't able to see a track record of him buying. So I was like, well, let's just do it through eBay. Then we're both protected, and that'll work. See, otherwise, I'd have to take your friends and family, and then there's still a little bit of risk. But if we do it through eBay, then, the whole umbrella eBay, I'd rather pay the fee and be secure and secure my client than make an extra few bucks on it. But this is really cool. So 3 of his hats were, these are all patches. So this is their first championship in '91 in black. Their second championship in white. This is also a patch, and their third championship in red. And check it out, man. That's see if I can hold these up at the same time. Look at that! Isn't that a cool collection? Black, red, white. All 3 from the first series. That's really cool. I think I knew I had all 3, but then when you put it together and they're all different colors, and I just think that's a really cool instant Bulls collection. So we got this guy. The dead stock got 3 tags on it: the logo athletic tag, the official locker room tag, and then the, I don't know, Herbergers maybe tag in the back. I was like, geez, man, you're tagging this up quite a bit. So this is a nice hat. It's dead stock. It needs a little bit of shaping, but pretty good. But kind of a common design. So we didn't really ask much for that, even though it was dead stock. This is cool. So this is the Michael Jordan back for more sports specialties. It's got the Jordan 45 on it. Does have some use shown on it, but not heavy. It should be cleaned up pretty good. Shouldn't be too hard to clean this up. I thought this was going to be a real heavy hitter. There's actually quite a few of them. They made quite a lot of them back in the day, and there's a lot available on eBay, so we didn't charge a whole lot for that. Here's a 97. Again, this is dead stock, but it's got some shaping issues. So these weren't stored badly, but they weren't stored in the best way possible to keep their perfect condition. But another great one, another real common hat, not a rare hat at all. And last up, this is actually a Velcro back, dead stock again. Great design, another common design. So the first three are actually a little more rare than the third three. And if I remember correctly, he got 97, 98, and 96. So what's really cool about this is he got the Jordan 45, and he got one hat from each of the 6 championships. And that is a heck of a collection for 150 bucks. I think my customer did very well on his purchase. Next up, this is a hat that I got in a collection from a client who owns a card shop. Not knowing what I deal in, but I love the colors. I love the patch. I don't really do alcohol related stuff as a general rule. I mean, I will when it's awesome like this, but just the unique color, the really nice patch on there. I don't think I asked a whole lot for it, 22 bucks. But when I saw it, I was like, that should be a pretty quick sale. It's a pretty cool hat. Even though, there's plenty of Budweiser hats out there. Here's a Zephyr hat, St. Paul Fighting Saints. It's a new hat, not highly collectible. But Zephyr really comes at you with some great designs. First, you got the black on black script, which I'm never really a big fan of, but I'm a huge fan of that. This nice, really intricate patch. Probably an embroidery. Yeah, an embroidery right on the lid. Really, really cool. So that's where the black on black really makes sense, because it's really muted, and then boom, the color comes right on the lid. That's a great hat. A little misshapen, but it's something somebody could just wear and it'll shape out just fine. You don't have to do anything special with it if you want to wear it. 20 bucks for that guy. Again, not highly collectible. It's a relatively recent release. It's Zephyr. I do think I could see Zephyr and 47 brand becoming collectible brands in the next 10 years. Zephyr makes really, really cool designs, and 47 brand actually makes a nice fitted. It's a little thinner, but the fit's real nice on it. And they do have some licensing. They're not going to be on field. That's always going to be tough for them, but you never know. They might get the contract in 9 years, whenever the new era contract is up. Another hat just came in with a collection of hats. Gander Mtn, not collectible, but people do like them. So Gander got 15, I believe, 14. All right, next up, I just realized I didn't pull a couple things. I sold an art print of Bob Allison for 14. I've shown a couple of those in the last couple of videos. We got maybe 22, 23 of them. We kind of put 10 bucks each. We had the Harmon Killebrew, but there was a hole punch through it, so we was like, screw it. They're all $9.99. So another one sold at that, and then 2 Smoky Collection cards sold. They were both Texas Rangers. I don't think they were big players, but that went for 14 as well. And then we have this Smoky Collection, Adam Stern, Atlanta Braves prospect, not a guy I know, $9. We got a Green Bay Packers program, Reggie White, it's from 2007. Real nice program. I will say it every time I sell a program, is I have a lot of them. The sell-through rate is very low, but they do sell eventually. Next up, we got a great World Series facsimile signature, Oakland Athletics. The thing about these facsimile signatures I mentioned before, but I'll mention it periodically when I sell them, is some years they're extremely rare, and you can ask quite a bit for them. This one we got 28 for it, so this is one of the more rare years. I don't see a lot of 89. The Twins 2 World Series in 87, 91, extremely common. $10 plus ship is probably the best you're going to do on that. The Reds is really rare in 1990. So when you see the facsimile, just look it up. Some of the years will be extremely common and you won't get much for them, but others will be, there might be one listed on eBay or none listed on eBay. And we all know that when there's none listed on eBay, that's a very good thing in terms of prices. And we got 2 more items left, or maybe 3. Stillwater, this is a local high school in Minnesota, right on the border of Wisconsin. It's nice as a hoodie. It's all real heavy patch, script out. Real nice hoodie for a student or a alumnus. Next up is an Edina jersey. So I saw a lot of Edina jersey. Edina's where all the rich people live. Kirby Puckett lives in Edina. I think Mike Tice lives in Edina. I just listened to him on the radio the other day, and he said his kid goes to Edina. So lots of parents, and they want to. I assume they got the money to be geared out in jerseys, and why not wear one of the game issued ones? This one only went for $37. I've gotten some in different qualities. So the highest quality, I don't know what I got for, maybe 70 or 80. It's a little lower quality, screen print. One of the things that really took away from the value is that there is a name on the back. When you're picking up high school stuff, what you want to do is you want to, it helps if you pick the richest school in the area, but that's not even necessary. What you're looking for is stuff that, you're looking for quality, you're looking for the stuff that, like, they spend a lot of money on, and then remember if there's a name on it, or even a team that's not football, maybe you get away with baseball, or track and field, but it's best if it's generic, if it's not football. And we definitely don't want a name on there because it just kind of limits the number of people who are willing to buy it or would even have that last name. That was not a common name. So somebody might strip it or they might put a new nameplate on it. So that's a good way if you're a buyer of that stuff. Is you can pick the ones up with a name on the back really cheap. You just get a custom nameplate done with your kid, with your last name or your kid's last name. And there you go. Last item up is a Tampa Bay Buccaneers Mtn Gramatica. Put on your Hatica. Very rare jersey. Kickers, people don't buy a lot of kicker jerseys because when they make the field goal, it is expected, and when they miss it, it breaks our heart. As a Viking fan, I can tell you that this is a very true statement. So Mtn Gramatica, for the younger viewers, was a very popular kicker. In the late 90s, early 2000s, very good kicker, but a kicker nonetheless, so his jersey is not going to be very common. We got 55 for that jersey, and that's what we got for the day. I'm probably going to run a K-bid auction. We skipped the last one. We're probably going to run a new wholesale K-bid auction beginning of what comes after September, October. So I'm going through no, I'm sorry, I missed 4 items. 4 sales I missed. I was just about to talk about it. So, good segue. So, I had someone contact me, and they had a large collection from their father who had passed, and diecast. Now, I don't sell diecast, but I had a little experience doing it. He was having trouble selling it, which makes sense because when you have a collection, and one, it's not your collection, and you can actually see some die-casts here. Those are the die-casts that are going to be in the next K-bid auction. And then we started listing some as well. So even though I'm not well versed in die-cast, I do have the system set to sell stuff, and that's one of the things. So you get a collection, and it's just that collection, and the amount of work it takes to liquidate it at a reasonable market rate is very difficult, because every time he sells something, and this is just one aspect, but every time he sells something, he has to go to the post office. That's a big investment for one sale. When I take it, I got to invest labor and some marketing and talking about it on this video. But like when I sell one of his items, it just goes in the pile of stuff that's going to the post office anyway. It literally adds no additional cost because I'm already doing the trip. And so it's things like that. My eBay account, I don't, I already have the store. I already have plenty of listings to do it, so it doesn't cost me anything, any marginal amount to keep a listing and going. Also, I have an ongoing, it was called in accounting, it's called an ongoing concern. So my business is an ongoing concern. If a car would take a year to sell, that doesn't mean anything to me. It's in my inventory, and when it sells, I pick it and I ship it. To someone trying to sell a collection, they get real antsy and they're like, it's in their house and they're staring at it and they're like, why won't you sell? And it's you're so focused on I want to get rid of it or I want to liquidate it, but when they go through me, I have it in my possession. They don't got to look at it. Every Friday they open up their PayPal and they go, oh, I got $80 or oh, I got $40. Oh, I got $100. So over the weekend, so we've sold 3 already, and then we sold another 4 over the weekend, which I almost forgot to show you guys. These are 118, so these are bigger. But one of the biggest problems with these are they're a little higher in dollar, but they take up a lot of room. So all of these went for $55. I don't think there's any reason why that price point was popular because I got plenty of them for $20 in there, or $35 after shipping. But for whatever reason, that went for $55. So this is cool. This is 2002 Ford Thunderbird. I'm not going to be able to give you a lot of extra information. Basically, it was just looking up comps and figuring out what the fair market value was for these items. Now this, he had 4 of these American Graffitis from Ertl and American Muscle. I sold all 4 in a week. So these were pretty quick sellers. This was the body shop one. So this is a cross between just a die-cast model and a model that you would put together. I don't think it has a lot of I don't think it's a massive amount of skill to get that one together. A lot of it seems sort of ready to go. Here's another American Graffiti, 58 Impala. And last, we have a Vanishing Point 1970 Dodge Challenger in white, and that went for $55 as well. One of the things about this is I was not prepared with the right type of cardboard to ship these, so I'm using what are they called? The really big free boxes that you would get from the post office. It was the big one. It was economy shipping, and they actually did away with it. I never really used them very often. I think I used like 1 in 4 years because it's not my business to sell big bulky items. And so I've been cutting those down, and the trick with it, they are labeled something, right? Now, once you cut them down, the general rule with the post office is once you cut them down and you modify the box, then it's regular priority. However, I do like to put a piece of paper over that special designation just so there's no confusion. It doesn't get flagged. Now, if it got flagged, that would be weird because that means they would be giving me a better rate or a rate that doesn't exist. So the highest rate is going to be your regular priority rate. But sometimes if you use a flat rate, a large flat rate box, and that's $15 and regular priority is $9, you can still use the box, but you got to cover up that flat rate or they're going to charge you the flat rate. That's a little tip for shipping. I do have some custom boxes for these big 118 cars. I think I'll have about a little over 100 of them listed when I'm done of the 118 cars. And I'll have some smaller cars listed as well. But I got some custom boxes coming that will reduce my labor when it comes to shipping way down. And I'm excited for that. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'm hoping to get one more video in the middle of the week. If I hear anything about the lease, I'll definitely do a video. Just keeping you guys updated. But I'll try to do at least one more solo video this week, so if not, a week in between videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.